Hello everyone and welcome back to Sportsbook Review's coverage of Euro 2020. I'm your host Martin Green. Today we have three big games to preview. Extremely exciting matches once again. Finland versus Russia in St. Petersburg, Turkey taking on Wales in Baku, and Italy versus Switzerland at Stadio Olimpico. If you can hear a bit of background noise, that's because our man in the field, Tancredi Palmeri, is in Munich. He's there to cover the big game today between France and Germany, and promises to be a fantastic game. We've also got Alex Classic Tips, another legendary handicapper, alongside me for today's show. Delighted to have you both here. Tan, what's the atmosphere like in Munich, and how are you enjoying the tournament so far?
Buongiorno, everybody. You might hear in the background the voice of a French fans that is racing. Now I will try to show you something. First of all, where I am, I will show you, because here, okay, nice, but pretty generic. But if you look on the other side, I give you the famous Munich Marienplatz with the Rathaus and the Peter Kirche there in the background. Obviously, due to technical reasons, I have to sit so I can walk around. But you might hear in the background the voice is increasing of French fans that accept a little bit of a lunch break, because even fans need a lunch break. I've been since this morning occupying the square and singing and Marseillaise and French anthem, because for them it's pretty easy to come here, and it's not something common in these Euros, because almost nobody can travel for the Euro 2020. France got the border just next to Germany, so they jumped on a car, they came over here, and it's very unusual. In many other venues, you see that there is a lot of borders, restrictions, a lot of checks, but maybe you can hear the noises just there behind. It's going something is going on there in the street. There is a kind of singing clash between Germans and French, just singing clash, and that's then is the atmosphere that is really heating up.
Well, glad to hear it. It looks like they're getting the party started early. The game doesn't take place for another 5 hours. We've got Portugal.
Imagine how many of them will make it to the stadium with all the Paulaner next to them on the drinking party that will be.
Reminds me of the Champions League final in 2006 when I got to Paris at 10 in the morning and drank all day before Arsenal played Barcelona, and I can barely even remember the game. But that's probably a good thing because Arsenal lost.
You can even well, it was 2006. Yeah, right. You're an Arsenal fan then.
For my sins.
Even now.
Mamma mia. I feel for you, man. I was me too. Myself, I was me too of the Arsenal of Ian Wright, Paul Merson and everything. But anyway.
A legendary team. I long to go back to that team of the George Graham era. Alex, we had a bit of a difficult day yesterday. I had Sweden -1 Asian handicap against Spain, but
+1.
Me down.
Yeah. Sweden +1, not -1.
Sweden +1 Asian handicap at +115. That came in, but Poland let me down, and Scotland didn't get on the score sheet. So it was a difficult day, but we're still well ahead in terms of profit for this tournament. How are you finding it? Have you noticed any trends that you're? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, the trend at the beginning, it was 0-0 at halftime. But after that, they started some matches to pick up some goals, and they started to score in the first half. So there is no problem with that. There is no trend in these Euros. There is absolutely no trend. The trend is, to be honest, is what Spain did yesterday, which is not a trend, I'm joking. We were very disappointed with that Spanish national team. I was a little bit on profit yesterday on the SBR show. I had a push on that over 2 goals on the Scotland game. I had both teams to score in the Poland versus Slovakia, but I had over 2.25 goals in the Spain-Sweden. But I'm still okay with it after 3 days, 4 days, how many? 4 days already. Yes, and we're trying today to preview 3 important matches that are taking place tomorrow. Some of them more important than the others, let's say, but all of them very valuable in terms of betting.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, 3 very exciting games for me. We will start breaking them down in just a minute. But first, it's time for me to ask all of our beloved friends to hit the like button, notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and also head on over to sportsbookreview.com. You'll find a link in the description of the video. You can find all sorts of articles on this tournament, on other soccer tournaments, on football, baseball, basketball, UFC, tennis. We cover everything there. Lots of sportsbook reviews, lots of free, insightful content to help you in your betting journey. So head on over there and hit that like button. Now, we'll start off with Finland versus Russia in St. Petersburg. Very inauspicious start to the tournament for Russia. Absolutely taken apart by Belgium in that game. Finland got a 1-0 win in very, very sad circumstances after Christian Eriksen's cardiac arrest. They had 1 shot on target and it went in, whereas their opponents missed a bunch of chances. Not sure if they're going to get so lucky this time around. What's your take on this game, Alex? How do you think it's going to pan out?
Yeah, as you specified, the Finland win was under very sad circumstances, and the Danish team in the second half, they were not thinking about football at all. They were thinking only about their colleague, about Eriksen, and you saw that they were dreadful on the field, which was absolutely normal. And UEFA should take some actions not to let them play, to continue play on that specific day against Finland. And of course, what happened? It happened with Finland, 1 shot on goal, 1 goal. But this time around against Russia, a Russian side that was very, very disappointing. But as expected, Belgium easily won against them. But still, this Russian team didn't look with what we've seen from them lately in the matches across all competitions that they played, even friendlies, even World Cup qualifiers, and so on. This time around is all or nothing for this Russian team. Unexpectedly, Finland got the 3 points, so they were probably they will have a defensive approach. With 1 point here, imagine Finland will almost qualify in the knockout stages. So this is another crazy thing. I think that Russia will go all in this one, and probably the value is on the Russian team. But still, Finland, they have athletic players. They are good on set pieces. They can set themselves inside the box there in the opposition box and score with a header or whatever from a corner. So I'm going with because Russia will be forced to attack from the first minute of the game. So they will probably leave a lot of gaps at the back. I'm going over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at the minus 130. That means 1.75, meaning that if we see just 2 goals, it will be a push.
Okay, interesting. Thanks a lot, Alex. Tancredi, Palmeri, you're an honorary Finn at the moment. The Finnish Football Association is inviting you. So, are you back in the team to win this game?
You have a very good memory. I was thinking, will he remember that or not? Congratulations. Look, obviously, doing a technical analysis on Denmark, or what Finland played so far, it's debatable. We can think about the first half before before what happened, and actually they were holding as it was expected. This is the kind of team they are. Very intense. The enthusiasm that was already there now is obviously is rising even more because they see the reward for their effort. And Russia, to me, possibly has been the most helpless team that we have seen so far in the group stage. I have no doubt about it. It's a good fight with Turkey, but I think that just Turkey were overthinking against Italy. Russia, it wasn't disappointing because it is exactly as I was expecting it. And I think that against Finland, they can miss, as Alex was describing, to stay put as they should, while Finland won't lose an inch of their discipline, and that could highly paying off. So when I saw the odds, I said, cool enough for me, Finland to win. I think they are the one that are staying the most focused. Also, consider this. In these with the Euro with 24, with 4 out of 6 that qualify of the best third, having won against Denmark is almost putting already Finland in the round of 16. So it's true that also with a point they would actually be sure. Don't want to say they will play for a point, but they have nothing to risk. So Finland to win.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I thought they were distinctly second best in that first half against Denmark. I do think Russia can raise their game on home soil. They did go all the way to the quarterfinals of the last World Cup in 2018 there, but it should be an interesting game. Yeah, slightly difficult one to break down because that Denmark versus Finland game was just an anomaly. But we'll move swiftly along to Turkey versus Wales. As Tan just mentioned, it was a pretty disastrous beginning to the tournament from Turkey. They were taken apart by Italy. They couldn't deal with the high press. They couldn't deal with Italy's energy off the ball. And they just were running into blind alleys every time they were in possession. They held on pretty well in the first half, I thought. The centre-backs are decent, but in the end, they just crumbled under the pressure. This should be a less intense game for them against the Wales team that also didn't play particularly well in their opener, but they did somehow manage to get a point against Switzerland. The Swiss missed a bunch of chances, and then big Kiefer Moore headed in the equaliser. So they're feeling better about themselves right now. It's in Baku, so we could get quite a few Turkey fans there. Not sure how many of the Welsh contingent will make it out there, but looks like another interesting game. I'll start with you first on this one, Tan, over in Munich. What's your thoughts on Turkey versus Wales?
I don't know if we will get more Turkish fan than Welsh. Possibly there is a Turkish big community almost everywhere, so that for that reason maybe yes. Anyway, see, both of them were unimpressive. Wales unimpressive, Turkey largely unimpressive. Turkey the most disappointing team of the first match day. But while Turkey was disappointing, Welsh actually I was expecting them to be like this. Actually, they have a good team spirit to react to Swiss advantage. Now, Turkey must bounce back. They were too bad to be true. They just fear too much Italy. They weren't holding. They were just playing 5-4-1. I was there. It was embarrassing performance, to be honest. You can fear the opponent, but not just delete your personality as they did that day. I think they will bounce back in some way. Don't know if enough for this, because anyway, Wales got a superior at the point of starting this, because think that Wales is 1 point with Switzerland. If Italy beats Switzerland, even win a draw, they might be second. But in that case, Italy would be already through. So Wales would enter the third match day being second and having the chance to beat Italy, that will probably play 11 subs in place of starting 11 and not being that motivated. Carbon copy situation that happened to Ireland in the Euro 2016 group stage. Obviously, I hope for that scenario. So Wales are gonna be there, less solicited than Turkey to do the game, but very determined of not losing. Turkey must open up. So I see an Alex classic here, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, because anyway, we saw that Wales on set pieces are very good. And Turkey must come up and concede something.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Tan. It's imperative that Turkey go on and win this game. A point is no good for them when they've got they've got a difficult game against Switzerland in their final group match. They need to bounce back. They need to display more ambition than they showed against Italy. They were extremely defensive and it didn't really work. So I'm expecting them to push on. But like you said, Wales are good at set pieces and they're also good on the break. They've got lots of pace with with Bale, with Ramsey coming forward, with Daniel James. So I think we could see an open, entertaining game here with quite a few goals. What do you think, Alex? Do you think the Alex Classic could come in this one?
Yeah, why not? It's let's say that also Turkey started the first match and they played in Rome against Italy. Yes, they were dominated 100% from the first minute till the last minute, but they still have a decent squad. If you take them and they take their latest results under Senil Gunesh, they have a good team. But as I said, Italy are my favorite to win the tournament outright, together with Belgium as dark horses. After what I saw in the first couple of days, and also before that. And Tan said that Italy might play if they win tomorrow with their B squad. It really doesn't exist a B squad. If we take a look also on the bench, you will see that Italy also from the bench will come strong. Not so much determined to win the match, but will come strong. What I see from this Wales team is exactly like you said, set pieces, free kicks. Let's remember that they have also Gareth Bale able to put in some good free kicks there. And the travel between Rome and Baku for Turkey, because let's not forget that Wales remain in Baku for the second match, so they are there, not to travel with the plane 5 hours, from the hotel to hotel, other training out to other training out, and so on. It will be a little bit of stress for this Turkey side. Yeah, I don't know who will win. I think that Wales might even pull off the upset and keep Turkey to a draw match here. Why not? I think that Turkey, in the skills level and the quality level, they are better than Wales, but Wales are have more power. They are more strong player to player, athletic, So one-on-one, they don't lose so many balls. I am going with both teams to score, not with the Alex Classic, because I even think that this might be a 1-1 correct score. And I'm going with both teams to score at 2.1 plus 110. I don't know. I have a feeling that Wales might pull off the upset. Normally, I like Turkey. But given the circumstances, given their do or die right now, because this is a do or die for them, either you take the 3 points, either you go home. It's simple to think that they might get over open there at the back and risk everything, because probably they will think, okay, it was Italy. They are by far the most in shape team right now from the European teams. Let's see France and Germany today, of course. We've seen Belgium, very good performance also from them. But yeah, 1-1 correct score for me. Both teams to score at plus 110, 2.1.
Like it. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I'm also going for both teams to score in that one. I think Wales can just catch them on the break. Normally, I would expect a more conservative performance, but Turkey are going to have to take risks. They've got to try to win this game, and they probably will leave some gaps at the back. So I can also see both teams getting on the score sheet. But the big game of the day has to be Italy versus Switzerland. I also booked in Italy as my dark horse. I bet on them at the start of the tournament. Got some very good odds on it. They've gone down now in price because of that very composed, very confident performance. They're now unbeaten in 28 games straight under Mancini. Verratti still to come back into that midfield. I think Florenzi's injured, isn't he? But they're still looking very strong. Good depth to the squad. And yeah, I think they can get the better of Switzerland in this one. I'll have to start with you again, Tan, seeing as you are Italian and you will be covering the game. What's the mood like? How good are you feeling? Italy's going to keep winning?
Look, it was very good what we saw from Italy, and it was actually even quite average what we saw from Switzerland. They were, I would say.
This is Switzerland. You cannot say that they are Brazil or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
this is Switzerland, man.
Yeah, but I have to say, at Euro 2016, for example, I didn't see a sparkle. There was nothing they weren't defending badly, or they were not undetermined, but they were like pretty flat, I would say. I was expecting a bit more of pace. Actually, Wales was able almost pretty easily, too easily, to rise back. So this was the game that I was feeling the most. Now I don't know whether if Switzerland are this or just underestimated Wales and will come back against Italy. What I saw from Italy was very good. The first half, not that much, but many of these guys, almost everybody, have not played a final tournament. It was a debut at home, the very debut not only of Italy, of the whole Euro 2020. It is to get emotional. It is to feel the pressure. But after the first half, the pressure was behind the shoulders. They went on. It was very good. So I put on the same level what I saw from Italy and what I saw from Switzerland. And this, even if it alienates me to be confident, because an Italian can be confident about national team by law. But I see that, I hate for saying this, I see that actually Italy, no, I don't want, can kind of control Switzerland, kind of control Switzerland, and also kind of control. And let's say go straight to the win, maybe even without conceding goals, which that would mean then not both teams to score. But anyway, I say combo Italy to win and under 2.5 goals. Kind of.
Like it. I think when I got your picks, I put forward Italy in under 3.5 goals. But if you're going for Italy in under 2.5,
under 2.5,
that's going to be even more value. Alex, if you don't mind, if you could try to get that price up for me, because I did put it through as under 3.5. If not, someone in the chat, please give us Italy in under 2.5 goals. Yeah, I did think that Briel Embolo was a real handful against Wales. He was dynamic, he was quick, he was taking players on. He created a couple of great chances for his teammates, which they just squandered. He'll be difficult, but if there's anyone that's going to handle him, it's got to be Chiellini and Bonucci. They are two very experienced, very seasoned campaigners. And Italy just look really strong in midfield. Switzerland's greatest strength probably is the midfield, but I think that Italy have got more talent for them there. Alex, what do you think? Well, do you agree with Tan's analysis of this game? What are you going for?
I cannot. Tan cannot give a lot of information for this Italy. He's shy to say. He's shy to say about Italy.
Wait.
Too much positive. Let me say the positive stuff.
Okay. I'm shy to say the prediction, not the information. I'm shy to say the prediction.
No, the positive side for Italy to say that they are good and they will be and confidence and let me do that for you. It's okay.
Do for yourself.
Italy are. They're going to go and win the game. They're going to win the tournament. What are we saying?
Martin, you are really taking bad words out of my mouth. I control myself now like Italy did. The next time I won't control myself.
I don't know.
Because it's coming home. It's coming to win to Wembley. It's coming home. It's coming home.
How many unbeaten games we have for Italy across
28. 28. The record is from...
The record is on 1930 and
1939 with 30 games. Vittorio Pozzo that won the first two World Cups. And the overall international games is only 35 from the Golden Spain 2007-2009.
Wow. So it might be the 29th and equal the record in the last game. Okay, you turn with your head around. Put your stuff on your ear, not to hear anything. So basically, yeah, I think that Italy are the most in shape team. This year, they come into this match having won 9 consecutive matches without conceding a goal, in which they scored at least 2 times in each of them. They have a brilliant team, very young and very experienced, a perfect combination across all over the pitch. It's something that I love to see Italy going deep in the tournament, and why not winning it, because they deserve it. They entered the first match very focused. This is what I can say to you. I've seen that. Look at them. He wants for that to happen, you know. They entered very focused against Turkey. They dominated the entire match. They looked brilliant, in total control, even though the first goal didn't came so early. But with the help of Demiral, after that, the Wales opened and they started to score, you know. 3-0, a great match, and I see another brilliant match, because Switzerland are not the kind of team to put problems to Italy right now. Italy and over 1.5 goals at 2.05 in Rome, another win from Italy.
Thanks very much, Alex. I agree with you there. A lot of experience in this Italy team, but with a sprinkling of dynamic youngsters coming in and just creating a really good balance. Loads of great comments in the chat. Super Bowl ad says that Tan is following Ronaldo's advice to drink water. Yes, he's a finely tuned athlete, just like Ronaldo, and no Coca-Cola.
Guys,
water.
When you go for these tournaments and you walk from 10 in the morning until midnight with no break, if you touch an inch of alcohol at 2 o'clock, you are done. At least, I don't know, maybe Alex can hold it better, but I think
I'm not drinking till 10 o'clock at night. I'm not drinking during the World Cup. Only on a Sunday. Only on a Sunday with the matches, maybe. But
you know,
even
as a fan, I used not to drink until the game was off, because when I was going to some huge games, like in World Cup 2006, when I went to the final, another, if you drink before, yeah, it's great fun, but you forget everything after. It's better to watch the game without drinking. After, you celebrate or you drink away your pain.
I will keep that in mind. I will keep that advice in mind.
If I'm saying that, I mean, this is when you are going to stadium. If you're at home, enjoy. But believe me, when you go to the event, it's so much intensity that if you drink, then after you don't remember anything of the event. You have great boost, but that's the little 2 cents of Tancredi.
Indeed, guys. Drink water, behave responsibly, enjoy the games.
No,
I love the fact that Ronaldo put the Coca-Cola bottles aside, but he forgot that he shooted a commercial for Pepsi back in the days, you know.
No, wait. He shot a commercial also for Coca-Cola in 2009. If you go to my Twitter account, I found back this commercial from 2009 he did for the Asian market. So it's all about money, always.
It's all about cash, of course.
About the money, and that is what we are all about today. We're trying to be all about the money. So on that note, Esteban, could you
at least we say it,
and I will read them out. Okay, starting with Alex. He's got over 2 goals on the Asian line at -130 in that Finland versus Russia game. He's going for both teams to score. Turkey versus Wales at +125. I boosted those odds, Alex, because I found a higher price, and I'm going for that same bet too. And he's got +105 on Italy to win and over 1.5 goals in that last game that we previewed. Tan's just he's going all out. He's going for Finland at +500. If that comes in, you're in profit for the next 3 days.
The Euro madness. The Euro madness.
is back in force. He's only going for plus odds at this tournament, it seems. He's got the Alex Classic, which is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals in the Turkey versus Wales game in Baku. And he's got Italy to win and under 3.5 goals at odds of plus 105. That's what I've put down, but he's actually...
3.2. 3.2 for the under 2.5 goals. So plus 220.
Thank you very much, Alex. He's going for Italy and under 2.5 goals. As Alex just mentioned, you can get 3.2, which is plus 220 on that. That's a very high set of odds. I'm going a bit more conservative. I'm going for Russia to win and under 4.5 goals against Finland at odds of minus 120. I've also got both teams to score in that Turkey versus Wales game at plus 125. Copy and paste from Tan's pick. I'm also going for Italy to win and under 3.5 goals against Switzerland at plus 105.
And let me ask Tan a short question here, because Hungary stadium will be fully packed. This is the first match of these Euros with the sold out tickets, fully packed. What do you think about this match, Portugal versus Hungary? He thinks that easy win for Portugal?
No, easy no, because of what you said. And it's weird. They haven't played, nobody of these have played in full house since pandemic. But not only the Portugal squad has improved, but I'm a real fan, and before even he went to Portugal, when he was at Greece, of Fernando Santos. Fernando Santos is a very fine tactician. So maybe it won't be shining Portugal, but they know that this is the most important game, because if you lose point in this game, it's very hard that you go through. So you need just to win, and that's it. So that's what I think. Not easy, but Marco Rossi is the Hungary manager, but I think it will be anyway one-sided, with Hungary locking themselves behind. But Ruben Dias is in such good form for controlling the defense. I would say a trouble first half, but then maybe 2-0 Portugal.
Thanks, Tan. That's exactly what I sort of went for. A tight first half with Hungary fighting for every ball, and then Portugal's quality ultimately shining through against tired Hungarian defenders in that second half. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your comments in the chat. Once again, lots of great chat. So thank you very much for that. Before you go, please do tap that thumbs up button on your way out. Show your appreciation for Alex in Romania, Tancredi Palmeri in Munich. Thanks to both of you here today. Head on over to sportsbookreview.com for more detailed analysis from these two in their articles. And we'll be back tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. But until then, thank you, goodbye, good luck.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen.